Hey everyone, and welcome to my 1300 plus subscribers and 13th Amiga video celebration and channel updates, where I'll answer your questions as best as I can and give you guys some updates on some other cool stuff. I'll get straight into the questions. I won't really be able to do any shoutouts as that made it a really long video, and I'll be condensing duplicate questions into one. The first general question I get is, what was the best reaction I've gotten? At least in my opinion. As much as I love the reactions I've gotten in recent videos, as much as I hate the technical difficulty hell that this other video went through, I'd have to say it's the featured reaction I got in the third video. And the kid that was in the chair in that video actually found the video he was in the other day. So it's cool to finally see it all come around full circle. On to the next question. Are you in Mortal Kombat, and what was fighting in that like? Well, some part of myself has actually manifested in Mortal Kombat, and a few times I have gone onto Twitch while in full gear, but no one was really watching, so I came back to Omegle. But fighting in Mortal Kombat for me was like the combatants were livestock and I was some majestic meat grinder. Next round of questions. Is there any other monsters that you are enemies with other than Freddy? Would you ever battle Michael Myers? Do you think Freddy is scared of you, or are you scared of Freddy? And who would win? And are you friends with anyone? I don't really have any other enemies other than Freddy, but we're more like frenemies now. Michael Myers is treading on thin ice though. I'm not scared of Freddy, and he's not so much scared of me, rather he just doesn't like being near my machete. As for other friends, Mother is all I have, and Mother is all I'll ever need. Regarding who would win a fight between me and Freddy though, in the dream world he's got me beat, and in the real world I've got him beat, but we always come back anyway, so it's just an endless battle really. Next question. How many people have freaked out when you've removed the mask? Countless amounts of people. They don't always skip me, so they don't make it into the final cut of my videos, but the initial reaction is usually shock. Next, Chris Mech asks, do you love me? Well, it doesn't quite work like that, Chris. Sorry. Next, I've got a trio of questions here. Why don't you add a blood-like effect to your machete? Why can't you do other moves? Why all of them are the same? Come on man, you gotta do jump scares. And are you going to take an upgrade and take it to the next level like getting double swords to win? Well, for starters, I don't use swords because I don't wear a fedora. I've got an axe to complement my machete, but it doesn't get a lot of screen time because people tend to skip me, or I don't like the reaction that I got with it. If I started swinging around a pair of swords, no one wins. It looks silly and it's not very Jason. But I'll get more into that in a moment. I do use the machete to stand off screen while skipping hours of dead connections, so adding the blood to the machete would be a mess. I have tried using blood before starting this channel, and they just ask where the body is, so it's not something that I would try again until I have a body to produce. Back to that previous point, while this is my interpretation of Jason, the keyword being mine, I try to stay as close to Jason's on-screen vocabulary of moves as possible and try to translate it to an Omegle environment. If you pay attention to my videos, I'm always trying to add new moves as the weeks have moved on, and you see that. I do try to react accordingly with the people that I run into, as it gets better reactions than being a video that can't tell if there's more than one person in the room, but it means I have to jump out at them each time. Some moves you don't see in my videos because they haven't got a reaction that I like yet. Some videos might seem jump from the left heavy, jump from the right, or jump from underneath heavy, because that's the reactions that I got that week. I am trying to come up with new things to keep my videos fresh, but once I can get victims or Freddy in my videos, I think that's the next level that we all deserve. If I start going against my channel and start speaking to people using loud jump scare noises and telling them where they live, I might as well just stop being Jason and be a copycat prank channel and use a picture of Pinkie Pie or something, because telling people where they live and using loud noises will scare them anyway. I don't even have to change the picture. There's no real sense of achievement in that either, but be my guest and make that channel. I'll eventually have Victims and Freddy on Omegle, but it's all about the schedules and the money. Next. Will you ever do a face reveal? What do you mean? I do it all the time. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like it would take away from the tone of the channel. I might do it at maybe 130,000 subscribers. I can't make a promise on that, but I guess it's just when the time feels right for me. I get the urges to do other things with this channel as well, like bloopers and the goofing around that I do on Omegle sometimes, even making separate videos like Jason reacts or not to whatever videos, where you guys suggest videos for Jason to have reactions or non-reactions to. But I have to hold back for the sake of the tone and integrity I want to keep for this channel, at least in these early days. There's nothing really spectacular or wrong with my face though. I don't quite understand the obsession with face reveals on YouTube. But if you guys want any ideas what I look like, other YouTubers can say in the comments whether I'm overreaching with these claims. But I've gotten opinions like, if David Tennant and Benedict Cumberbatch had a baby, or something like that, maybe a pleb tier baby, or if Trent Reznor and Marilyn Manson had a baby, even if you took the best parts from Tom Cruise and Stuart Townsend's Lestat from the Vampire Chronicles, or that avatar of a Toreador in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, you've pretty much got it, if you can imagine what those mashups would look like. Just add dirty blonde hair and blue eyes to it, and that's basically it, really. Next. Where do you live, Jason? Well, for the moment I live inside the internet and nether realm, but my IP address seems to be in Australia for the moment. New South Wales if you want to get particular. Can I have $50? Probably, but not from me. What do you love doing most in your videos? Almost everything. Keeping in character and not laughing when people get scared, breaking character and having a chat with people that aren't douchebags when they don't get scared, goofing around and dancing to nostalgic music when people play that on Omegle, and finally it's the stuff outside of the video where I can finally laugh while I'm editing the clips. That's the best. So yeah, next. Another compiled question. How much time does it take you to put all this stuff on you? All costume, masks, etc. That looks awesome. So yeah, it's actually all masks, it's not makeup. But it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to put yourself into it. What takes longer is getting yourself into the headspace to dive into it all, because you're gonna be in that for a few hours. Next question. How do you get ladies with a face like that and I'm still a virgin? Well, this is a face for getting the ladies. Just remember, every day that you're a virgin is a day I'm not coming for you. Next question. Talk out of my ass? Sure. I'd be in real trouble with this video if I couldn't talk. So there's that. Jason Takes Omegle can talk, but I don't like making a habit of talking or typing to anyone when I'm on Omegle, because that's when it's Jason O'Clock and, you know, game face. But if I do end up talking or typing to anyone on Omegle, chances are I didn't scare them enough or whatever, I didn't get the reaction I like. So, you know, I'm just like, talk, okay, cool. But if there was even some reaction, the moment that I've talked or typed to anyone, that's not going to end up making it into a video. Onward to the next question. Jason, what will you do if you was the only person alive? I'm actually really sorry about this one, but I don't think that there's a single thing that I can answer to this that I could get away with answering. I wouldn't even know where to begin either. Next question. What do you think about gay marriage? Well, you posted that question after I'd already posted my answer to Facebook and Twitter, so you need to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. but I think that Friday the 13th Part 7 was the most badass of the series, and it was nicknamed Friday the 13th by cast and crew because most of the men working on that movie were openly gay, and I think that they, at the very least, deserve the same happiness and torment of marriage as everyone else. I think it will put more pressure on some homosexuals in the community to commit to a relationship rather than be or stay promiscuous. I think that it's also good for the economy insofar as insurance and big gay weddings and other things like that. And I think that while it won't be a gateway to stupid shit like pedophilia or animals, because neither can legally consent, and we as a society just know better for that, I think it will open up rights for LGBTIQ people. So far as the other scenarios with pedophilia and stuff like that, that's only really likely to happen the day that we lower the age of drinking, smoking, and enlisting into the army to 12-year-olds. And so far as animals, until they evolve the ability to speak, we're not at that road yet. So, next question.